Okay, today I've got a Aiwa stereo system, double cassette player, CD player, stereo. Don't expect to find too terribly much in here, but we will see what we can find. We got some long screws here. Those here. Bottom down here. I think that's it for the screws here. Screws go in the steel bucket. There's that bit. Got a little bit on the back side here. Including the transformer. That's a smaller bit. Okay. Steel. This is now just a big hunk of plastic. We got the rest of it up here. Let's see how this is put together. We got the CD player up here. Here's our transformer. Let's go ahead and take care of that. We got a little board here. It's just got a fuse and a few little capacitors and diodes on it. That's just our power input for our AC power. The rest of that's just wire. A little bit of wire there. And you can see there's not a lot of wire in there, but there's a little bit. Okay. This board. Oh, I did not see that screw there. Soldered on. There's one board. There was a screw holding that in. What's holding you in? I'm thinking that there's a screw holding in from the front side here. Let's remove these screws that are holding. That. Yeah, there's a couple screws up here. So board number 2 and 3 here. And I say board 2 and 3 because they do have, what is all this connected to? You're loose. I'm going to trim you right there. So these are 2 boards, but they are connected here by these jumper wires. If they would have had more space in here, they would have made it with just one board. Yeah. So there's that board, which just has this other little bit of wire on it. That's now off. And this board. Trying to cut these as close as I can to the connector here, but not being able to get too close. There's our board. And I will remind you that this is as much a Greeblies hunt as it is a scrap metal hunt. And I think that's all plastic now. I think that this little carriage assembly may be a Greebly for us. Let's see if I can look a little bit more industrial by taking this stuff off. That's aluminum. Got one little small screw here I'm going to have to get the micro drivers out for. And then same thing here is the cassette drives. Will give us a motor, possibly two, and it may also give us some Greeblies type stuff. Should be all that's holding you guys in. Those definitely got some wire in that one motor. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see any. I'm sure one of the Star Wars guys could make something out of this and make it look a little bit more. To me, it will always look like a radio face. So I'm going to just take these two pieces of metal out so that they can go into scratch. Notice we're also holding all those keys in. And the rest of that is just plastic. Shred, that shred, that shred. Let's get this wire off. Zip tied everything together here. I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time. Snip you guys. You guys. Okay, so we got the cassette assembly here, and it's got enough of a funky look to it. I might be able to use this as a Greebly. I don't know that anybody would recognize it for what it really is just based on that. So I did leave these motors extended here because I may want to try to have this be mechanical so you can see things moving. So we'll keep that as is for now. The rest of this is wire. And again, we'll get into this guy a little bit more. But it's got two little motors on it, plus the electronics for the laser itself, and one other little board here. Not even sure what that one is, but it should come off just like that. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. Just little jump wires, it looks like to me, but that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. So, but we'll take a look at that later. So we went through that board. This little board, it's got two little chips on it, MOSFET, some ceramic capacitors, some standard aluminum capacitors, some transistors, and that's about it. Diodes and resistors. Two flat packs on the back that look decent there. So that's nice. This one has the display on it, LCD display. It's got our LEDs on it, tactile switches, which will have potentially a little bit of silver in them. These may have a tiny gold wire in them. Got a chip, two chips, more ceramic capacitors, some transistors, and the ubiquitous aluminum capacitors as well. None of these connectors will be gold, they'll all be tinned brass. Back here we do have one more flat pack, and we got some plastic that's holding that display on, and the pieces around the diodes here. So we'll have to get all that off at some point. There's another photoreactive diode for the remote control. And on the other board here, we got a couple MOSFETs, more chips, half dozen or so, more capacitors, aluminum and ceramic. Got a crystal oscillator right there, or crystal. There's no oscillator in it, it's just a crystal. Some more transistors. A little bit of copper here, a little bit of copper there. And that's about it. One aluminum heatsink. Connectors will be brass again. And that's it on that side. Nothing to speak of on this side at all. So that's it for that. And as said, a little bit of copper wire with brass connectors on it. That's it. Have a good one, guys. Very quick one.